believe in. Hold on to that feeling. You know, the one that you had when you set that goal in the first place. What's up, YouTube? My name's Xenia, and I am back with another episode of Mindset Mondays. We are going to talk about how to set good goals. I think the most common idea that we hear when we hear people talk about setting effective goals is the idea of tying them to a timeline. I would like to tell you about the value of setting 75-day goals, because I've been doing this challenge called 75 Hard, and it's changing my life. 75 Hard is 5 things that you do every day for 75 whole days. You work out 2 times a day. Both have to be at least 45 minutes, and one has to be outside. You also drink a gallon of water a day. I'm super hydrated. That's why I'm glowing. You follow your dietary guidelines rigorously, exactly, no cheating, no breaks, and you read 10 pages of a book that helps you grow every day, and you take a progress photo every day. And I customize the challenge by adding I play guitar and ukulele every day, because I really want to learn those instruments, and I've been trying to learn for so long, and it's time I become really consistent with my practice. It's helping me develop a great relationship to practicing and really build that habit and that muscle of picking up the instruments every day. And I should add one of the most important rules here. If you miss anything, skip a day, or mess up at all, you have to completely start over. It's sort of like a fitness challenge, but the person who created it, podcaster Andy Frisella, refers to it as a mental toughness challenge. And I like to think of it as an integrity game. So a person who has integrity is someone who keeps and honors their word in life. So you say chair and a chair falls out of your mouth. You want to be somebody who can manifest and create and complete exactly what you say. You need to strengthen that muscle of following through and completing things and being your word in life. And this challenge is designed to help you strengthen that muscle. So that's why I'm loving it. It's like probably one of the best things I've done this year. It's also helping me get through quarantine and have fun and have something interesting to do and look forward to every day. It's not necessarily as hard as it sounds. You really just have to think ahead and get into a routine, and you become kind of like a robot. This is something I talked about in my video about overcoming procrastination. It's so important that you don't interact with your feelings if you want to develop good habits and get stuff done. If you have a good habit, think about it. You don't interact with that feeling. Do I feel like doing this or not? You just get up and go. You brush your teeth, you go to the gym, you practice. Whatever your habit is, you're gonna be ready to do that thing regardless of how you feel. And that is such an important skill and such an important way to orient yourself in life. These external things like the weather and internal things like your feelings, your internal state, it doesn't have to run you. You can have your word run you, and that's one way to be a powerful person. I have been doing this for about 3 weeks now, and I feel great, and I've never been so hydrated in my life. People who do it say they come out on the other side totally transformed. I'm 3 weeks in, and I am seeing that this is actually a really transformative challenge. I really have to push myself. There's days where I don't feel like it. There's days where it's been raining. There was a day where I did a walk wearing the wrong kind of shoe, and I got blisters on my heels, and I had to push through. And it's just really interesting to see, to kind of notice the excuses come up and then be able to push them aside because I gave my word and I'm doing a 75-day challenge. Also want to say that being outside, being in nature is really healing and lowers your stress. It's proven to lower stress. So that habit of doing a workout outside every day feels so good. It's had a huge impact on my sense of positivity and mental well-being during quarantine. What else did I want to tell you guys? I have never been so consistent with my practice, and I am so proud of myself. 75 Hard has also taught me something interesting about the importance of setting goals and the importance of setting goals that are tied to a timeline that helps you build good habits. I think a 21 or 30-day challenge is so short that as soon as you start, you immediately start counting down. And I think a challenge that's like 3-4 months feels maybe overwhelming and too long for something that you're new to doing. And we know that 21 days can't possibly be the length of time that it takes to form a habit, because you've done stuff for 21 days in the past and you didn't really form a habit. You went right back to your old ways as soon as the 21 days was over. I think 21 or 30 days is a really short timeline for a goal, although that's perfectly appropriate for, a challenge of any kind. If you're doing something good for yourself and part of the reason you're inspired to do it is that it's a 7-day challenge or a 10-day challenge or a 30-day challenge, and you think that that's really attainable, then that's great. Go do your shorter challenges. I think if you're really looking to like build habits and test your integrity, which is so much what 75 hard is about, a longer length of time is really good. It's 3/4, it's almost $1. It's a sexy number. I know it's almost 3 months, but if you said to me, 3-month challenge, 10-week challenge, 2.5-month challenge, I'd be like, I don't know about that. Like, yo, I don't know if I can really do this. But 75 days, 75, let's go. I can do it. There's something psychologically satisfying about that number. How long are you doing that challenge for? 2.5 months, 10 weeks, 75 days. It's just long enough that you have to settle in and develop a great relationship to what you're doing. It feels like a long enough time to experience a shift in your lifestyle. And I love that timeline. I would recommend that you go beyond the average 7-day, 21-day, 30-day challenge and set a goal that is 75 days and see what happens. It's a test of your ability to like do the thing and be consistent, but it's also absolutely in the mental toughness category, and it's gonna have you strengthen the integrity muscle, and that muscle is gonna impact every other area of your life. So should you do 75 hard? Sure, if you want to. It's awesome. You'll learn so much about yourself, but use common sense. I love that the person who created it talks about distinguishing between common sense and your bitch voice. So the first 2-3 days of the challenge, I was like, this is a lot of water I'm drinking. And maybe it's more water than I really need for my height and weight, but I knew that the reason it was so uncomfortable and the reason I was having to pee all the time, seriously, I was up all night peeing, is because I was not timing my intake of water very well. So I was cramming lots of drinking into the later part of the day. It made me feel bloated. It made me feel like I constantly had to go to the bathroom, and I was like, girl, you need to time this better. You need to just give it a few days. Don't give up. Don't start now thinking, oh, I'm gonna alter the challenge. This is why your life doesn't work. This is exactly the thing the challenge is trying to train you out of. There are some areas of your life that don't work because you literally have to customize everything and make it fit just for you. No, do something the way it's designed for once and see what happens. That's the challenge. Be rigorous with yourself. You will come out of that a different person than if you just do it the way you do everything. I gave it a few days. I learned to time my drinking better, and suddenly I felt super hydrated, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, I'm glowing. I have never been so hydrated in my life. So I was able to distinguish between like my bitch voice that's telling me to give up or alter something to make it softer, make it easier, and common sense, which was to just look at the way I was doing it and make sure that it was actually working for me. Pro tip, watch your salt levels, because hydrating suddenly more than you're used to can, mess with your electrolytes and your salt balance. I'm not an expert, but make sure you're consuming salt. It's important. So is it lightning outside? Maybe you shouldn't go work out. But is there a way for you to work out anyway? Like common sense versus that inner dialogue that talks you out of things and makes you bitch out every time you're about to achieve something. That's another piece of what the challenge helps you recognize, and the muscle that you strengthen. So if you're interested in doing this, I will put a link to the podcast that describes it in the description of this video, and make sure that you listen to it all the way through. There's a website where you can get more information. There's plenty of people on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok talking about it. And if you choose to do it, good luck, more power to you. You're gonna feel so confident and so empowered watching yourself build that integrity muscle every single day, and use common sense. If you choose to do a 75-day goal, awesome. I hope that it transforms something in your life. But more importantly, if you're interested in setting good goals, let's talk about how to do that. Make sure that they are SMART goals. That means they're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable or attainable, they are relevant for you and where you are in your development, and they are timely or connected to a timeline or a date. You know that quote that says like, a goal without a date is just a wish, and a dream is a wish your heart makes. And a goal is something that you achieve by when you said you'd achieve it. I don't love the word deadline. I think it sounds kind of depressing, but dates are good. The real secret to setting good goals is not about the timeline, and it's not about hitting all the letters of the acronym. The real secret to setting good goals, ready? The real secret is to make sure that they actually inspire you. That's my rule. They have to actually inspire you. They have to pull you forward. When you imagine yourself in the future having achieved that goal, Are you inspired by what you imagine? Is that goal, is that future version of you pulling you forward, pulling you into action? It's gonna help you keep your motivation up. I just made a video about intrinsic motivation. You're gonna need that to keep your energy up. You're also gonna need integrity, so you should strengthen that muscle and make sure that you keep your word and follow through like a boss. Set goals that actually inspire you. That's the goal, actually. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button so YouTube will send it to more people who can be inspired by these ideas. Please also leave me a comment and let me know what resonated with you the most, or if you're gonna do some sort of 75-day goal or challenge. I would love to know about it. I would love to know if this video was a positive influence in your day or your life in some way. And please go subscribe. Hit the subscribe button right now. I post new videos every week. So that's it for today. I will see you guys again soon with a new video. Thanks. Bye.
I'm drinking so much water, it's ridiculous and amazing at the same time. This is my little copper cup. I love this cup, and I have tape on it because this is my silly method of keeping track of how much water I drink. Every time I drink one of these, I move the tape to the other side of the cup. And it looks kind of weird, but it's working. Once I'm done with this one, I will move this tape from this side of the handle to here. Almost done. Does my hair have enough volume today? Never. Time to inspire somebody to set a new goal. Please like and subscribe to my channel. You're gonna think I'm crazy. Like, that's a lot of water. 75 days. Oh my God. Everybody dance now.